Okay, that's amazing. Okay, we are live. We are live again. How to maintain a good and healthy relationship. Okay, that's great. We are live again. We are live. We are live. We are live. Wow. Who is there with me? I'm live again. Oh, my face is bright. We are live again, again, and again. Okay. All right. You can see. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Let me bring up the guest. Okay.
Good evening.
Good evening, Ma.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you for having me. Good
Thank you
evening,
for
Anita.
thank you for joining. Thank you. Thanks for
Did I,
accepting the
thank
invitation.
you. Did I call you Anita? Oh, Esther. Sorry, I had
Yes.
to mispronounce your name. Sorry about that.
All right, no problem. Thank you so
Uh,
much for joining me. Thank you. I really
Thank you
appreciate
for
it.
having me.
It's such an honor. I do not take it for granted. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here. I mean, it's just an honor. It's an honor to be here. So we are on, right? We are on.
Yes, we are. So
Okay.
I would love you to introduce yourself. Tell us about yourself. We would love to know you and what you do.
Oh, who is love speak? What does love speak to you? Basically, this is me. Love speaks. I get that question a lot. What really do you mean by love speak? Okay, so yes, I'm love speak, the relationship coach. When I get asked this profile thing, I really don't know if I have it, but basically, what I do on the online space and where I've been able to carve out a niche for myself is in the relationship uh world. I'm interested in people's relationship. I mean, I'm interested in what they do, how what they've done based on mistakes so far, and then helping them to gain their ground and better pilot their affairs relationship wise. Well, I'm also a motivational speaker, yes, and a public speaker. Aside that, what else do I do? I'm an OAP, mhm, a realtor, and that's basically that. That's just that.
Okay.
Mm,
It's nice to have you.
thank you very much. It's nice to be here too. Thank you. I've looked forward to discuss this topic. I've looked forward to it.
Okay. So it's such an honor. Like, wow. I've always, I most of the time, I think when I'm down, when I feel like just reading something about relationship, I'll just go to your timeline, and I so much love your videos. Your videos are always short but powerful. I mean, powerful. So when I'm down, the only thing I used to do is I'll just go to your timeline and start watching all those your videos. Like I'll be like,
Why?
man, it was actually because of your videos that I was like, how this lady is trying. She's really doing well. Let me just invite her to speak to my audience. So it's such an honor
Thank
to
you.
have you. Thank you.
I'm blushing. I'm blushing. You can see it on my face.
So thank you so much for honoring my invitation. I really appreciate.
I appreciate you more. I appreciate you more.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Peter. Thank you for joining. See my beloved. Okay, thank you for joining. Your people are joining. Thank you, Peter.
Hi guys, welcome. Of course, I use that a lot. Hi guys, I have this to tell you. All right, welcome to the program tonight. Let's quickly get started because a lot of things are loaded for just now. I mean, it's one thing to be in a relationship. It's another thing to ensure that it is healthy for you. Hmm? We have six classes of food, but then amongst the six of them, there is one that is very much important and that maybe you are lacking and you need it. So that is the same way it's run in our relationship. It's okay to be into relationships and, develop them, but then it's important that you keep them healthy. It's important that they are fulfilling a purpose, either empowering you, benefiting you, or serving its purpose essentially. So thank you very much for having me to discuss this topic, and I hope that before the end of this program, someone gets, of course, someone must get something out of this program tonight. So what is our
Right.
topic? We're talking about maintaining healthy relationships, maintaining good and healthy relationship. It's one thing that, like I said, that it's one thing to be in a relationship, but then is it healthy for you? Is it fulfilling its purpose? If it is not fulfilling its purpose, then you're probably wasting your time. And I'd like to, sorry, I need to remove this. I'd like to say is that healthy relationships are not just romantic, various forms of relationships. And for tonight, I'd like to focus on what really is considered as healthy relationship. What are the various forms of relationships? How do you develop a healthy relationship? And how do you maintain them? Because it is important that it's not just about developing a relationship, it's also about maintaining them. So when you're building, you can actually easily start off just like you and I, Esther, right now. We can start talking and become friends and begin to build a relationship. But along the line, the need must arise that we maintain it. The need must arise that we maintain our relationship. So for now, let's start with the first point that I've listed out tonight. What is considered relationship first? It's not everything that you can consider as relationship. Friendship, one.
Oh, a network is
There are
bad.
various forms still, but relationship is what? Sorry, network. A call came into my phone.
Mhm.
I'm sorry about that. Can you hear me? Okay. All right. I guess network is that bad, but we are going to continue, guys. Come on. So I was talking about what is called relationship. A relationship is simply when two people are able to come together and share something in common.
Like
It
you
could be
didn't date
ideas.
today.
It could
Okay.
be emotions. Welcome back. Welcome back. He left.
Welcome.
Welcome back. So I was talking about relationships. I was trying to explain relationship. It is not everything that should be called a relationship. But for the sake of this program right now, I'm going to say that relationship is simply a situation where two persons are able to identify and fulfill a need for each other,
Okay.
where two persons are able to share common interests, able to receive, give, and take. When they are able to, I give you, you give me. I do you, you do me. Man no go verse. Something like that. Okay, so that is basically relationship, and there are various forms of it. Your family, your friends, acquaintance, relationship, romantic relationship. We are going to come to that. Then we have sexual relationship. We have situational relationship. That is what you call situationships. And of course, I've mentioned family, I've mentioned friends, and I've mentioned acquaintance. But for the sake of time, I'd like to just I'd leave out family and friends and focus on acquaintance. And then down. Acquaintance. Who is an acquaintance? Of course, people tend to mistake this. A friend, someone that you call an acquaintance, is someone that you know, but you people are not friends. Of course, for you to say that someone is your friend, it simply means that you people share something in common, something deep. Forget these things that we see out there that people, yeah, small thing, you have called the person your friend, even when people are not friends, people are just acquaintance. Because you know the person, you've spoken with the person, but you do not share any personal experience with the person. You do not share any close connection with the person. That is an acquaintance. Often at times, people mistake this that because I've been speaking with you simply means we are friends. And tomorrow, if you get to disappoint the person, he or she would say she was my friend and she did this to me. But in real sense, the person wasn't your friend. The person was an acquaintance. The person was just someone that knew you. But because you're so forward, you've considered her your friend, or you've considered him your friend, and you get hurt because you've already gone ahead of the person to build an illusion that the person isn't aware of. So that is an acquaintance. And then we have romantic relationship, of course. On that side, this is someone that you people have an emotional attachment. You can call it a relationship, they're typical love affairs. Where you share something emotional, something that is beyond the physical. It has to do with a deep connection with someone that connects you both in a way that you call it love. You can call it attraction. You can call it infatuation. You can call it lust. That is romantic relationship. Romantic relationship is not acquaintance. Romantic relationship is not friendship. Romantic relationship is not family. Romantic relationship is just what it is, love. That has to do with both bonding, physical attraction, emotional attraction, and sexual attraction. That is romantic relationship. But often at times, we also have sexual relationship. That is where we find people that you of course we've had stories of people that consider themselves as people in relationship, but they're actually in sexual relationship. These are people that trade sex for barter. Sexual relationship purely, there is nothing else they do aside sex. So the aim of this topic this night is for you to evaluate what you share with someone and know where you stand in their life. Are you their acquaintance? Are you their friend? Are you in a romantic relationship, sexual relationship, or situational relationship? I'm going to come to situational relationship. I just been talking about sexual relationship. Now, what is a situational relationship? Situationship. This is a kind of relationship where you it's basically it's just based on um at the moment when I need you, I come to you. When I need you, I come for you. And when I do not need you, I stay on my own. When there is a need for you, I come. When there is no need for you, I'm on my own. I have this friend, or I do not call that person my friend because it's a situational relationship kind of thing. When she needs a form of a guideline or anything at all that has to do with money assistance, any form of assistance, she runs to me. But never, never will she be there for me. That is situational. It's a form of parasitic relationship where what the person is only interested, the parties involved, they're only interested in what they can get. They're not interested in what they can give. So all they are interested in situational relationship is what can you give me? And once you satisfy that their need, they run, they go back. You only remembered when you are needed. So it's a form of parasitic because the person comes to gain from you. Maybe because for what you have. Take for instance, let's talk about myself as a relationship counselor. I have friends that they only remember me when they have problem in their relationship. When issues arise, they remember, I have Lovely, let me go and meet her. And then she would advise me, she would do this, she will help reconcile us. And once you're done with that, also the person runs and never remembers you again until another problem comes up. So it's basically that. Those are the various forms of
The various form of relationship.
relationship. What then? network. All right, so like I said, I was talking about what then is considered as healthy relationship. In all of the things that I've mentioned, both sexual, situational, romantic, acquaintance, family, friends, work, because we have work relationship, people that it's just work that connects you people together. Your co-workers, your colleagues at work, you just share work relationship with them. There are people that say, I do not mix work with pleasure. So it just work for them. But then what is considered as healthy relationship? A healthy relationship is one that you're able to be yourself without being judged. A healthy relationship is that type of relationship where you are trusted and you can trust. A healthy relationship is one that empowers you while benefiting you. A healthy relationship is that kind of relationship that you empower someone and the person empowers you too. It is not parasitic. A healthy relationship is that relationship that helps you grow. A healthy relationship is that relationship that helps build you, that leaves you better than it met you. A healthy relationship is that relationship that doesn't take more than it can give to you. A healthy relationship is that relationship that watches you when you are down and helps better you. A healthy relationship is that relationship that helps transform your mind from ugly to beautiful. A healthy relationship is that relationship that brings out the best in you while showcasing the talent in you. A healthy relationship seeks what to give and not what to take. The essence of this program is that you're able to evaluate whatever you share with someone and understand what you are getting from it. Let me tell you this. If you're in any form of relationship, be it romantic, be it work, be it anything, and it is not empowering you in any way, it is not building you in any way, I will advise you right now, look for a way and dissolve it. If I say I have a relationship with Esther, it should be able to empower the both of us. It should be able to help us grow. It should be able to help us become better. It should be able to build us. But if my relationship with Esther is the type that takes from me alone while empowering Esther, it is not healthy. If my relationship with Esther is the type that takes from Esther while empowering me alone, it is not healthy. If my relationship with Esther is the type that I only run to her when I need her, it is not healthy. That is why you find so many people calling a lot of people their enemies, because they do not even understand the kind of relationship they are into. They do not even know, they have not classified the kind of relationship they are into. They just want to be called friends or whatever. So it is important that you define what you are going into so that you will know what you're going to expect. If you're going into a sexual relationship, it is better that you define it. Oh, this is a sexual relationship. And you know that, oh yeah, this is what I'm here to do. And if you're going into a situational relationship, you know that, okay, this is what I'm going there to do. Only when I need something, or only when she needs something, only when he needs something, he comes for me. And you define it. Now, if you're going into a work relationship, you also define it. Talk about romantic relationship. You also define it so that you know what you're expecting. So that somebody does not, if you want a romantic relationship, so you avoid someone friend zoning you while you want a romantic relationship. So someone doesn't keep you in a romantic relationship while what you want is a sexual relationship. Or someone doesn't keep you in a situational relationship while what you want is acquaintance. Right? So then it's very important that you look at these things. How will you then develop a healthy relationship? That is something that we just need to talk about this. I will be letting out a lot of things here. So I need you to pay attention. How will you develop it? Because it's one thing to want, but it's another thing to develop. So before I go into that, I'd like to say this. Often at times we get into relationships that we're not aware of. Let me ask you, Esther, have you ever been in a relationship where you do not know that you're in a relationship?
Of course, yes.
People just go into relationship with you without your knowledge. You just do not know, but they're in a relationship with you. So they get hot, even when you've not done anything. You find someone a friend zoning you, calling you their friend, when in actual sense you do not even know them. Or even when you know them, you're not just called out for being their friends. So they get upset because they're already expecting you. They're in their mind, they are seeing you as their friend. So they expect you to act in a certain way. But to you, you are not their friend. So you're not acting in that way. Your mind is not even going there. So it is important that you know, if you want to have a healthy relationship with anybody, that you know how to develop it. You don't just come around and throw friendship at people and then expect them to become. Of course, on my Facebook, I find people that they tell you, "I love you so much, oh, hey, I admire you, this," and the next thing is you're not replying my message, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. I don't know if you experience that, but these are the set of people that, in their mind, they've already considered you their friend.
Hmm.
But you do not know them, total strangers. And you have people that just want to be close to you, maybe because of what you do, maybe because of the kind of person that you are. They get close to you and they think that by just talking with you one, two, three, four times, you people are already friends. While in reality, you just know the person. This person is just your acquaintance. It's just someone that you know. It doesn't mean you people are friends. So learn to keep the boundaries. Learn to just leave things where they are and let it grow. How do you then develop them? One, you need to learn that you just first of all consider having a healthy relationship with yourself, a positive one. Because when you have a healthy relationship with yourself, you would know when you are not in a healthy relationship with someone else.
Hmm.
If you cultivate that habit of having a healthy relationship with yourself, you would know how to follow others because you will learn to put yourself in other person's shoes, know how you want to be treated, how you want to be understood, how you want to be communicated with, the differences that other people have. You will learn these things and better foster your relationship with others. So ensure that you have a relationship with yourself, a positive one. A lot of people hate themselves for no reason. Even without hating yourself, you do not have a relationship with yourself. You're simply there, waiting for other people to validate how good you are, how bad you are. I always say this. Cannot say good things to you. If you cannot be kind to yourself, people cannot be kind to you.
So you.
If you cannot see anything good inside of you, you will not be able to see any. People will find it hard to see any good in you. Why am I saying this? You find people that because they think that they are always short, that they have shortcomings, they are always focused on their shortcomings. They carry that baggage in trying to build another relationship with people. And they become so critical because they feel that they are judgmental of themselves. These people just because they already have that mindset, oh, I am not good in this, I'm not good in that. When they develop a relationship with you, it becomes a problem for you to even cope with them. They already have that critical mind. Any small thing you do, oh, it's because I'm like this, Abi. Maybe it's because I'm like that. Okay, now no problem. I understand. Me, I know I'm a bad person. They've already they judge themselves before anyone judges them. I know I'm a bad person. Oh, I know I'm not good. I understand I'm not good. You know, you're judging yourself. In that way, you're bringing down your self-esteem. And anybody that will leverage on it will deal with you. Because the person has already said that you don't even know your worth. You don't even have any relationship with yourself. Just like myself, lovely. I know how bad I am. I know how good I am. So I know when someone is telling me the truth and I know when someone is lying to me. You understand? But when I know that, okay, you say people are the mirror through which you see yourself. But before you can actually, you must have felt, so you feel something inside of when you do something bad. It's just intrinsic. Something communicates that to you. When you're bad, you're bad. You know that you're bad. It's just the mindset trying to cover that up. So building a relationship with yourself helps you to build a relationship with others. Having a healthy relationship with yourself. So if you do not have a healthy relationship with yourself, go and learn it now. Go and start it. Learn to see the good inside of you, to know the bad inside of you. And stop saying bad things to yourself in the presence of others. You can tell that to yourself outside. I'm not encouraging you to say ill of yourself, to speak ill of yourself. But try to cultivate that healthy relationship with yourself. So the next step is the next item here is learn to accept that people have their differences. Everyone is not perfect. Everyone cannot be the same. That you met Angela today and Angela acted this way does not mean that Rose is going to act the same way. That you met Esther and Esther behaved in that way does not mean that Love Speaks is going to behave in that way as well. Accept that people have their differences and learn to accommodate them. We have people that make friends every day. Do you know that, Esther? They make friends every day and they lose friends every day as well.
Yes.
You'll see this person, she's close to this girl today, or he's close to this guy today. In the next 2 weeks, ask her about that person. The relationship has ended. You always have something to complain about because of the differences. But the truth is that people will always be different. They'll not always meet your needs. You get? So it's for you to understand the fact that people are different and accommodate them. If you want to have a healthy relationship with people, understand that individuals differ and try to accommodate the much that you can. You will not find everything you need in one person.
Sure.
So when you find the ideal things, keep to that. Even going into a romantic relationship, you cannot find a perfect partner. I say this, but as you cannot find, there is no perfect partner out there. But we have imperfect people who are striving to become better. Nobody is perfect. So understand that individuals differ and try to accommodate the much that you can, because it's always in that your tolerance that you build a healthy relationship. And it is in that accommodation that you build what we call commitment. It is in accommodating people that you build commitment. If you're not able to accommodate people, you always find reasons to end relationships. There are people that have been, just this year alone, they've been into 10 different relationships, romantic relationships. Let's be honest. Why did you break up with Adeleke Adeni? And he was this, he was that. Why did you break up with Peter Chukwemeka? He was this, he was that. Who then will you stay with? You understand? If you keep finding fault in everything, everybody, who then will you stay with? But have you sat down to ask yourself, am I perfect myself? How come people are not leaving me the way I'm leaving people? Do you think that you're the only one that is perfect in this world? So learn to accommodate people. While you develop a healthy relationship with yourself first, learn to accommodate others. And then another thing, develop an active listening skill. Listen to people. Even the Bible made it clear. Do not trust on your own understanding alone. Listening to people, irrespective of whatever they have to say. I know sometimes people can actually say things that doesn't make sense, but learn to just listen. It doesn't remove anything from you. That you're listening to what I'm saying right now, you may not. It doesn't mean that I know more than you. You understand me? But just listen, because aside the fact that I might be saying something that you already know, there is still something that you're going to pick. It's applicable in our relationships. Learn to listen. All the time, we find people that just wants to communicate, that just wants to talk, but are not willing to listen. We're not, you don't want to hear what another person has to say. It's just what you want to say. You just want to be in the position of talking while the other person is not going to talk. You're not monopoly of talking. Oga. So you sorry I'm speaking evil actually, but just learn how to listen to people when they have something to say. And even if what they're saying does not make sense to you, allow them to land. Allow them to finish. Allow them to just land. Don't make them look stupid. Your spouse as well. It's important. Another thing that you must consider while building when you want to develop or to develop a healthy relationship, let people feel who they are around you. If I am your friend and I am not feeling who I am around you, I will not stay with you. Create an atmosphere where your friends can feel who they truly are around you. It is in that feeling that they become comfortable and free to talk to you. It is in that feeling that they feel relevant. They feel important, not just to themselves. Network. So it is that
Yeah,
feeling of being present, feeling themselves, that they are able to build a healthy relationship with you. Often at times we want people to listen to us when we talk, but then only few people actually are ready to listen to others when they are talking. We want people to be there for us, but we find it hard to be there for people. So if you want someone to be there for you, you need to create that atmosphere that they feel themselves around you, that they feel what they represent around you, and they know that, and they don't feel who they are not. Communicate, develop a communication skill, the skill to listen, the skill to speak, and the skill to learn. All these things are covered in communication skill. There cannot be any communication without reception and feedback. So create that skill, learn that skill of listening and not just talking. Because often at times we just want to talk, we just want to speak, we just want to be heard, we just want to be heard in our relationship, but we do not want to listen to the other person. So how then do you maintain a healthy relationship? This is important. I said it, that it's not just about developing it, but maintaining it. That is where the work is. Because we often have beautiful relationships that start up fine. If you notice that here, I am not just focusing on romantic relationship. I am touching other aspects of relationship, not just romantic, because it is important that it is in having good relationship with people, learning how to have that good relationship, that you can have good relationship with your spouse. If you cannot have a good relationship, healthy relationship with ordinary people, you will find it difficult to have a good relationship or healthy relationship with your spouse. Of course, relationship exposes you. It exposes who you really are. So if you're bad at keeping friends, you'll be bad at keeping relationships. If you're bad at keeping casual friends, you find it very hard to keep romantic relationships. So in maintaining healthy relationship, which is the core, the topic of what we are discussing today, maintaining healthy relationship, I will mention this. There are 3 C's of maintaining a healthy relationship. The first of it all is communication. The second is compromise. And the third is commitment. If you follow me on Facebook, you must have. I do talk about this a lot. That I think that I love you. A relationship should be replaced with "I'm committed to us." It's better. It actually sounds better to hear I'm committed to us, babe, than I love you. While in actual sense, I am not being committed to that word, I love you. So I'll take this. Communication in relationship. That is one way to maintain a healthy relationship. A relationship is not healthy if you're not able to express yourself, express your fears, your insecurities. It is not healthy if you're not able to listen to someone. It is not healthy if he or she is not able to listen to you when you're talking. Because in communication, there must be someone that is listening and there must be someone that is speaking.
Yes.
So if there is someone that is speaking and there is no one listening, you see that there is an imbalance. And that disrupts the relationship. So for you to communicate in relationship, you need to, it is important, it is very, very important, dear singles and people in relationship, that you learn how to communicate. Because how you communicate matters. There is a difference between, babe, can we talk about this? And, sure, you don't start again. I don't like this thing, no. There is a difference between, babe, can you please change in this aspect for me? I really don't like it. And she see this way they do, eh? She see this way they do. No worry, no worry. I don't taste. I don't like it. She see that. So you see that there's a difference. So how you communicate matters. Maintaining a healthy relationship, communication number one. But how you communicate matters. How do you talk to your spouse? So many of us, when we are talking to our partner, we are raising our voice, shouting, as if there is the Armageddon war is going on, as if you want to pull down the whole place. One is something that you can easily talk about. Easily. Anita, there was something you did to me yesterday, and I'd like to talk to you about it. I've drawn Anita's attention, and Anita is willing to listen if she's a good listener. But when I come, Anita, you see, you're very wicked. You're very wicked. You're very, very wicked. And I've told you this thing. In fact, I'm not going to talk about it again. No problem. Just be doing your own. I'll be doing my own. We'll see who go tire. Who has communicated? So how you communicate matters in your relationship. The manner at which you pass your message across. Ensure that you're passing your message across in a way that the other person will not feel intimidated, embarrassed, or afraid of even having the conversation. It is important that you communicate. Is that your mic? All right. I think that's what the network. So as I was saying, that's how you communicate affects the reception that you get, the response that you get. You cannot communicate using harsh tone and expect a sober tone. No matter how angry you are, no matter how upset you may be, how you communicate in that situation is what determines the result of the aftermath. If you want to make a difference, if you want to make a difference in whatever situation, how you communicate about it is what determines the extent of the difference that will come about. Like I said, babe, mom is calling you, and babe, your mama they call you. How you talk to your partner determines how much they would fall deeper in love with you. or how much
or
they'll be
how much
scared
they'll be
of
scared
you.
of you.
I need to say
I need
this.
to say this.
You cannot be in a
You
healthy
cannot be in a healthy
relationship
relationship
when your partner
when
is
your
scared
partner
of
is
you.
scared of you.
Put yourself in the
Put
person's
yourself in
shoes.
the person's shoes.
Will you be
Will you be
comfortable anywhere
comfortable
that you are
anywhere
afraid?
that you are afraid?
Listen, a healthy relationship
Listen,
is
No.
that one where the both parties are
a
able to
healthy
express
relationship
themselves
is that
without
one
fear of
that both
judgment.
parties are able to express themselves without fear of judgment.
They are free
Hmm.
to talk,
They are free
to
to
share
talk,
their insecurities.
to share
They are
their
free to share
insecurities.
their trust
They are
issues.
free to
They are free to share their story without being afraid of what the partner the partner's reaction. I am still focusing on communication, how it affects a healthy relationship, and how to maintain a healthy relationship. Communication is number one. How do you communicate? Do you allow your partner to communicate with you? Do you let them express their fears? Do you listen to them? Or do you just want to talk? Often at times when we are disagreeing in our relationship, we just want to talk. But in that talking, you should be able to listen. You should be able to have the other person talk as well. And not just you shouting. And you must not shout when you're communicating. It is important that you mind your tone. Because irrespective of whatever anyone must have done to you, how you communicate, how you tell the person, this is what you've done to me matters. I once had a friend. We were very close back then in school. So we went on a break, and after some days I called her on phone to check on her and then know how she was doing. I called her, welcome back, Esther, welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. The network is bad here.
Okay. So I called her on phone. I was telling a story about my friend, how communication affects our relationship. So we were close back then in school. We went on a break, and then I called her after a few days to check on her. She didn't pick my call the first day. She didn't pick it the second day. She didn't return the call. So after some days, I called her again. She picked, and I was like, Nne, I've been calling you since, so you've not been taking my calls. Okay, are you okay? Guess what? She said, "Must you complain? Must you complain? Do you know what I've been going through? Hey, if you look for me, you'll not find me." It was more like, she be na me carry my airtime. They call you, eh? Now me call you one day, call you the one, call you the two, call you the three. Now you they see my missed call, now you know they call back. Now me still call you again. They find out whether you're okay, and you're the one that is asking me if I must complain. Complain of what? You get? So later on, she told me what happened to her. But the manner at which she spoke to me, must I complain? You see that it has affected the communication, and a gap set in immediately.
Yes.
So it is important that when you're communicating, you do it in a way that it doesn't affect what is shared. You don't
Hmm.
drop the love, and then communicate like strangers in your relationship, in your friendship. You put the relationship into consideration, the friendship into consideration while communicating. Don't communicate like strangers, like people that just came here to. Imagine when you people, when you're angry, you forget the sweet word that you used to say to her, the sweet words that you used to say to him, and then you begin to bash and roar like a lion because you're angry. It is important that you communicate even in the most sweet manner, even while you're angry. Let me paint a scenario. Babe, you know I love you and I want us to get better. But then there is something that has been bothering me concerning us, and I would want us to talk about it. And he may be like, all right, okay, let me hear you. What is that? This and that scenario then. I feel very bad in this relationship. There is something that you be, in fact, I'm tired of this relationship. I don't know. All men are the same. All ladies are the same. I'm just tired. See, if you're tired of this relationship, tell me, let us just end it and go our separate ways.
DINKAR.
Separate ways. How can you be communicating? How you communicating feeling. And so
Hi, network.
wonder, love me. Communicate in a way that they will not have to doubt your feelings for them. Communicate in a way that would not cause him to doubt what you feel for him. Communicate while still
Hmm.
expressing love. All right? Now, the next C is commitment. Like I said, that I would want this phrase, I love you, to be replaced with, I am committed to us. Commitment means so many things to different people. So many things. I cannot be in a relationship. You cannot say you're in a healthy relationship and you're not committed to that person. Do you know what I'm committed to you means? It means that irrespective of your flaws, I am here to help you become a better version.
Hmm.
It means that I am ready to look beyond your imperfection and build a perfect relationship with us. Commitment means that no matter the hurdle, I am there. I will be there to help us grow.
Hmm.
Commitment means that I am going to help us, build us, support us, and water us to grow. Commitment simply means that this relationship is here to stay. Of course, there are people that are in relationships that are not committed. There are people that are in an uncommitted relationship. Yes, you can be in a relationship and not being committed to that relationship. That is where situationship comes in.
Hmm.
You can be in a relationship with a lady. She loves you, but she's not committed to you. That is why when I say that learning that people have their individual differences and learning to accommodate them, that is commitment. So if I am in a relationship just like Esther right now, sharing a relationship or friendship with her, I am committed to us simply means that irrespective of Esther's flaws, I am not going to use it and judge her. Irrespective of her shortcomings, it doesn't mean that the relationship or the friendship is going to die. It doesn't mean that I'm going to end the relationship. But it simply means that I'm willing to tell Esther her flaws and help her build a better version. There are people that stay in relationship for 5 years, but that relationship is not committed. There is no commitment in it. Because while they are still together, they are cheating on each other. They are keeping people outside. They are keeping other spouses, other partners. They are getting money from the other person and getting pleasure from the other person. So a committed relationship, being committed to your relationship helps to build a healthy relationship. Commitment, communication, and compromise is what builds a healthy relationship. Talking about compromise, can you really be in a relationship without making sacrifices? Will you say that this relationship is healthy when you both are not making sacrifices for one another? I cannot be in a relationship with you and I am not making sacrifices for you. Of course, we have people that when it is good, come, let us enjoy. When it is bad, they run away. That is not compromising. They are only there to enjoy a situationship, lack of commitment. So compromising simply means going out of your way. Compromise simply means going out of your way to ensure that the other person is okay. Oftentimes, it doesn't mean doing something bad, but it simply means inconveniencing yourself to make the other person comfortable. And that is what a healthy relationship is about. If you find yourself in relationships, friendships, that you both of you are not able to compromise for each other, then you may want to reconsider. Let's say, for instance, I and Esther right now, maybe when she approached me for this topic, I didn't have the time. But because and Esther is my friend. Okay, let us do this. I'm willing to compromise. Let's look for, let's bring the date further, or let's take it further. Let's do this. Let's do that in a way that it will fit the both of us. That is compromise. So you cannot say that your relationship is healthy if the both of you cannot be able to compromise. You must, the best gift is not the one that is given out of comfort. The best sacrifice is not the one that is made out of comfort when you're comfortable, out of your own comfortability. It is the best compromise, or the best gift, the best sacrifice is the one that is made out of your own uncomfortability. While you're uncomfortable, you're trying to make the other person happy. So you cannot say that your relationship is healthy if you cannot be able to endure a pinch while you're touching, you're patting her back, or you're patting his back. You cannot say that it's healthy if all you do is waiting and watching while they are in pain. If you cannot feel what they are feeling, if you cannot share in their pain, help bring solution to it. Of course, I said something that there is a difference between I was there for him and I supported him. I say that there's quite a difference between saying that I was there for him, I was there for her when things were not working out fine for her, and I supported her when she was not stable. So when you're supporting, you're compromising. But that support must not come only when you're comfortable. It should also come when you are uncomfortable. Compromising simply means, hey babe, I'm supposed to come pick you, right? But please, I'm held up at the office right now. But hey, I've ordered an Uber and it's coming to pick you. Okay, hey babe, okay, don't worry. I'm just going to end this meeting in the next 10 minutes so that I can come pick you. Then when I'm done, I'll come back to the meeting. I'm not saying that you should end important things, but finding a way around that uncertainties to sort out something. That is compromise. So I ask you, what around all these things, evaluate your relationship with anybody. Of course, if you have your questions, you can actually ask, and I can get to attend to it. It's already 4 minutes past 9. I'm sorry, I'm exceeding my time. I'm sorry, but I just have to
No, it's
cut
fine. It's fine.
cut
Of
cut
course,
cut the
we are enjoying the
cut the
lecture.
things. All right. I also another thing that to maintain your relationship is that you must have to listen to understand. When Esther is talking, am I listening to her to just reply her, or I'm listening to her to understand what she's complaining about? So to build and maintain a healthy relationship, you must be able to listen. Not only listen, but to understand. I talked about communication, right? That there must be someone that
Yeah.
is willing to talk and someone that is willing to listen. So you must be willing to listen and understand it so that you can better profile a solution to it. And not just listen to reply. Esther is talking to me now, and I've gone to the Johnson to wait for her, where I'll reply her and tell her what is in my mind, sharp, sharp. I do not care what she's trying to say, but what I have to tell her is what is in my mind. What response I have, the excuse I have. It is important that you listen to understand, because who wouldn't feel bad if you're just listening to me to reply me? And then after complaining today, tomorrow I'll still come back with the same complaint. You will still listen, you will respond to me, but you will not make any change. When you listen to understand, you're listening to make a change. When someone is communicating to you and you're listening to understand, you're simply trying to make a change. When you're listening to reply, you're just listening to repeat the same problem again. Because your response is more like an excuse. You're just trying to cover up whatever. So another thing is that you need to be transparent. Building a healthy relationship, maintaining it. There is need to be transparent with your partner, with your friend, with whoever it is. Allow them to get to know that this is how this is. To understand that truly this is what played out. Don't leave them in darkness. Don't leave them in doubt, in confusion, or in oblivion. Let them be in the same light with you. You cannot be in a healthy relationship and you're doing things out of whenever you want, however you want, at any point, and you're not accountable to your partner. You cannot say that the relationship is healthy when you go out anytime you want, come back anytime you want, with not telling your partner your plans for the day, how your day went, what happened, or keeping secrets. Of course, we have people that are in relationship and their bag is filled with secrets. So a healthy relationship is one that is devoid of secrets, that is accountable. I cannot be in a relationship with that. I'm always using you, Esther, because okay, let's use Annette or Mary Ann. I cannot be in a relationship with Annette or Mary Ann. Mary Ann, good evening. Okay, that's my classmate. I cannot be in a relationship with her. Let's take for instance, and a good relationship, good because friendship, of course, everything is relationship. I cannot be in that with her, and then I'm keeping secrets. The both of us, what I'm supposed to share with her. Listen, if you find yourself in a relationship that you're not free to express yourself or to share your secrets, that you feel unsafe to share secrets, end it. A healthy relationship is supposed to allow you to share your secrets safely and secure. If you cannot share your secrets in your relationship, like if you cannot share secrets, just end it, pack it up. Because what's the need? What are you doing there? I don't know what you're doing there if you're not going to share secrets. It simply means you're not. So if you're having doubts, next one. All right, so the last but not the least, okay, is be emotionally available for people. Be there for people to lean on your shoulder. Be there for a partner to cry to. Be there to listen. Make yourself available emotionally. If Esther is trying to talk to me about what happened to her today, or someone hurt her, and I consider her my friend, I'm not able to. Oh, babe, I'm sorry, all right? Or how it happened now? Wow, child. It's all right, though. But it's well. I beg, hey, I want to tell you something, sir. I continue something else. See that I am not emotionally available. But when you're emotionally available, they tell you about their bad days, what happened, and you're able to listen and say, okay, babe, sorry. Hey, yeah, all right. So see what is going to happen. And next time, don't do this one. Or, hey, okay, see where the problem is. All right, don't do this one like this. Don't do that one like that. You are available, and the person would feel secure around you. And then you're listening to me right now. This is what I have to tell you. Don't let the love die because you're trying to build a relationship. You're going to quarrel. You're going to fight. You're going to disagree. Remember, I generalized this topic to cover. If I'm to take this topic segment by segment, we'll not finish it today because I'll go into it has so many branches, and I'm trying to touch each scope as little as I can, trying to bring them together. Be it in casual relationship with a fellow girl or fellow guy, romantic relationship with a guy or a girl, you are going to quarrel. You're going to disagree. You're going to fight. It does not mean that you should let the love die. It's only a phase that you need to build. It happens. So we're trying to incorporate the things that I've listed tonight. Ensure that you don't let the love die. Ensure that you build it. Remain resolute. Try out until you've reached your elastic limit. Only then should you let the love die. But as long as it's just a phase, do not let the love die. Strive to thrive. I remember this. Of course, I talked about this. Strive to thrive in your relationship. It is very important. That is the only way that you can build a healthy relationship. What did I say? I mentioned commitment, I mentioned communication, I mentioned compromise, I mentioned listening to understand, I mentioned being emotionally available. And I said, do not let the love die. In all of this, don't let the love die. Don't let it die. So I'll let my host, if she has any question to ask me before we'll round up. So over to
Okay.
you, Esther.
Yeah. Is there anybody that? Okay. Actually, someone sent me a question in my inbox, and she was
Okay.
like, "I noticed I notice many young people no longer believe in love. Like young people, this, whenever I said, hi, is a boyfriend, okay, you talk about emotional relationship, sexual relationship, romantic relationship. There are some young people that are into sexual relationship. They are busy having sex, but if you ask them, how is a boyfriend? They'll be like, who boyfriend help? Like in their mind, they are not in any relationship. Do you understand me? But they're actually having sex, not understanding the kind of relationship they are. They just feel like it's for fun. Like they are, so the person said, I notice many young people no longer believe in love. Could it be that could it be that love is not actually the overrated stuff, that is it actually lost that is overrated? Okay, let me take the
Okay.
question again. I
I understand
notice
the
many
question.
okay, many young people no longer believe in love. Could it be that love is not actually the overrated stuff, that it is actually lost that is overrated? And then the next question said, could it be that young people are actually doing relationship, like they're actually going into a relationship with a wrong mindset, doing it in a wrong way with lack of understanding and wisdom? And then this other person say, how can I be a peace of mind? How can I give my spouse a peace of mind?
Okay. Let me take the second question.
Okay.
Hmm? You cannot give your partner peace of mind. They can only find their peace in you.
Mhm.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
We human beings are insatiable. But in all these things, you cannot give your partner peace. They can only find peace in you. So when they find peace in you, they call it home. That's why home is where you find peace. So you cannot give your all you can do is be good, be available, be emotionally available. Don't be toxic. But aside
Yeah.
that, they are the ones that can find peace. It's just like saying how to get a man committed. You cannot get anybody committed. People get committed to what they want to get committed to.
Yes.
People are not roped into commitment. People walk into commitment. You don't rope them in, they walk into it. So, talking about peace of mind, you don't give it. People see it, people find it in you. If you now, when you try to give people peace, you're trying to displease yourself. In fact, you will displease yourself because
Yes.
what people call peace may not be peace for you.
For you. You're right.
You get? So they might say, be my peace, and their peace, what they mean by their peace simply means not being yourself. But when people find their peace in you, it simply means that they've seen you for who you are and they love you for who you are. Do you understand? So for young
Yeah.
people, I tell people this: don't go out and don't go about looking for people to be their peace. Let people find their peace in you. In fact, be your own peace. Because how can you? There are people that cannot even be peaceful. They don't have their own peace. They don't have peace inside of them. So what do you have to give out to others? You get? So let people find peace in you and not you being their peace. It's practically impossible. Trying to do that is trying to displease yourself. Okay, let's take for instance now. Do you know what will make me happy? Let me ask you.
No.
So do you think you can be my peace?
No.
It's me now. It's me seeing what you're doing, knowing the kind of person that you are, and seeing that, okay, I think this is what she does, or this is the kind of person she is, and I can cope with this, and I come close to you, and we become friends. From there, you become my peace. You cannot be anybody's peace. People find peace. They walk into it. You don't rope them in, just like commitment. You don't rope people into it. They walk into it. So the next question, I've always talked about this, that what we have right now, we don't have people practicing love. We have people practicing situationship. People going into relationships with the mindset of what will I get? You understand? People having that critical mindset of what will I get? And when you're not ready to get, when they're not getting it, they run away. You know, we have people that say, enjoy the moment while it lasts. They go into relationship with that, enjoy it while it lasts. But then I used to ask, what do they enjoy when you know say no go last? You understand? So when someone comes into a relationship with that mindset of enjoy the relationship when it lasts, it simply means the person is not ready for commitment. So the person is definitely going to act like somebody that is going to enjoy while it lasts. So at every given time, they are ready to end the relationship. They will not put in the work. They will not put in the efforts. They will not give into the relationship, but they are ready to take out of the relationship. So you see people that are two people. Take for instance now, you come with the mindset that you come with the mindset of what will you get from me, and I come with the mindset of what will I get from you. You're not thinking of what you give to me. I'm not thinking of what I'll give to you. The both of us, we are clashing. See that it's two stupid people coming together to deceive themselves. You understand?
Yes.
Two stupid people coming to deceive themselves and expecting that at the end of everything they'll make a perfect match. Ndiara. Sorry I'm using this up, but that is just what it is. It pisses me off that people walk into situations by themselves, expecting relationship. So love is what is actually being glorified now is sex and not love. One of the things I said that I remember, okay, I forgot to mention that a healthy relationship allows you to be yourself and do things when you feel like it. A healthy relationship with the right partner doesn't push you into sex when you're not ready.
Yeah, it will take away your dignity.
Thank you. It lets you live you. It doesn't scratch you. So we have people that go into, they carry themselves by themselves with their two legs into situationships, expecting a relationship. So what we have around these days is situationship based on sex. Two people that just want to have sex. That is, this other person, we have, the guy is coming for sex, the girl is coming for money. Finish. That's all.
Yes. Sex and material things.
You understand? So two people coming for what they can get. I am coming for the sex, you're coming for the money. Oh yeah. Give and take. Everybody go and rest. So that is basically that. Sex is glorified. It doesn't mean that love does not exist. Love exists. So I tell people this: when you search and love doesn't come, relax. Love will find you when the time is right. Love will find you when the time is right. Beautiful things don't come to us when we chase after it. Beautiful things come to us when we wait for it. When you chase it, it runs. But when you wait, it comes to you. So love exists. Of course, I'm love speaks. I exist. If I exist, love exists. Don't mind me with that. Don't mind me. So basically, that's my response to that answer.
Okay, I think.
Question, sorry.
No. Okay, I think
So let me
you've answered.
ask you. let me ask you, with
Okay.
everything, that we've discussed this night, do you think that you've been able to keep healthy relationships within your circle, or would you go home and reevaluate your circle?
Pardon, please repeat the question again.
I said, with everything that we've discussed tonight, do you think that you have a healthy relationship, both romantic and otherwise, or will you go home tonight to reevaluate?
Sure, I will evaluate the kind of relationship I have with people.
Okay, I'm glad. Thank you.
Sure, I really like, in the aspect of when you said communication,
Mm.
I think the reason why we are struggling, even I myself, I think the reason why I can't maintain relationship, I'm not actually in any relationship, like without
It's all right.
having,
I understand.
I don't have a relation. I only have a relationship with people I work, like
Work
people I work
relationship,
with,
your colleagues at
work
work.
relationship, and then I have family relationship, church, no other relationship. With that, from fellow girls, I don't have
Okay.
any other relationship. But what I picked from your discussion was in the aspect of relationship. I think when I when I was in a relationship, I I lack, or should I say, I was struggling with how to communicate. When you are angry, you just be like, wow, 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 wow. You just wow anyhow you like. But when you said, wow, seriously, I learned a lot.
Yeah, how you communicate is important, even when you're
It's
angry.
very, very
Even
important.
when you're angry, because you can be angry, you're shouting, and you lose your right because of what you've said while you're angry, even when what you wanted to say is important. Let's take, for instance, my partner, anybody, even a boyfriend, because I said that it's not just about relationship, it's about individual relationships. So let's say, for instance, you were supposed to, okay, let's talk about, we scheduled for this earlier, right? The audience doesn't know
Yeah.
about it, but okay, let's say, for instance, that when you came back to talk about it, I started with, what sort of stupid plan is this? You book somebody, and then you disappoint. Rubbish. This is incompetence. I can actually say it, but you see how we communicated then. I was like, okay, no problem. You see the difference? And while I say,
Yes.
okay, what happened? All right, no problem. And you're actually smart enough to like explain what happened before I asked. You get? So that's the communication thing there. Even while you're angry, how you communicate is important, because if you shout, or you might communicate in a way that would cause you to lose your right for complaining. And you find out that instead of you being apologized to, you end up apologizing. So basically, or instead of setting things right, you spoil things. You get? So that's basically that.
Hmm.
Mm.
Commitment. Okay, that's
Yes, I
nice.
talked about commitment. I said that you cannot be in a relationship, say it is healthy, without being committed to it. You cannot just be. I mean, I can't. I don't see that possible. A relationship without commitment is not a healthy relationship. Commitment is that decision to keep to stand strong, irrespective of the storm that may come, irrespective of our differences, of your flaws, your imperfection. I am ready to stand with you. We are going to weather the storm. We are going to build an empire. So that's commitment for you in a healthy relationship.
Okay, that's nice. It's been such a awesome time with you.
Thank you.
Such an awesome time. I won't say I did not learn. Oh my goodness. You can imagine that I had to jot down some points. All the things you
Thank you.
said, I have them in my jotter already.
I'm glad.
Wow.
I'm glad. I'm glad you
Amazing.
got value. I'm glad.
Thank
It's not
you.
just for
Thank
you, but for
you.
everyone listening. I hope that you all got value and that you go out there to replicate what you must have gotten from this session. And please continue watching and Esther's TV, basically. So thank you.
All right. Thank you
All
very
right.
much for sharing everything with us. We loved and we hope to have you again. Thank you so much. It's such
Sure,
an
sure, sure.
honor. It's such an honor. Thank you so much. Love speaks.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a good night rest. Bye bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for having me. All right.
All right. Bye. Okay. I don't know who enjoyed this discussion, like real talk. This one was real talk. You understand, right? I hope you got value like I did. Of course, I got a lot of value. I got value. She shared value. I mean, real value. So tonight, I will go off the screen and I'll see you next week. Yeah, sure. I'll see you next week by the grace of God. Next week by the grace of God. She said something. So remember, go and learn how to communicate in your relationship, okay? If you're in a relationship, please go and learn how to communicate in your relationship. Communication is very important, very, very important, okay? The manner you speak to your friend, this relationship we talk about is not, it's not just romantic relationship, just like she said. It's not I mean relationship, maybe it's how to talk to your boss, how to speak to your friends. It might be your fellow female friends, how to talk to your classmates, how to speak even with to speak to your sister. There's some people that can't speak, they don't know how to talk. There's some people that doesn't know how to talk. So you have to go and learn how to talk, learn how to speak well, with good manners, okay? Learn how to speak well to your brothers, even your younger brother. Learn how to speak the importance of communication. And if there's if you're in a relationship and then you want to, maybe there's an argument, so you have to learn how to handle, two people, how do they used to say, two wrong cannot make the right. So when one person is hot, like she said, one person must be a listener while one person must be the speaker. So when one person is hot, you have to listen, and when one person is calm, you have to speak. And when you speak with knowledge, okay? Speak with knowledge. Don't speak because you can speak. There's some people that speak because they know how to speak. And if you are going into a relationship, remember she said there are various form of relationship. We have emotional relationships. So if you are going into a relationship, to avoid story that touches the heart, to avoid, oh, I'm heartbroken, to avoid this person hurts me, to avoid, I'm down, I'm drained, I'm emotionally drained because of this and that, you have to identify the kind of relationship you want with the person. If you're in a relationship and you don't know the kind of relationship you are, or you don't even know if you are in a relationship, just go back. Just like she said, you have to go back, sit yourself down. You can actually sit your partner down and ask him or her, what kind of relationship are we into? Are we into emotional relationship? Is it sexual relationship? Is it romantic relationship? Is it she said situational relationship? Situational relationship in the aspect that when this other person wants something, he or she comes to you. And when that kind of relationship, right? Situational relationship is very rampant. Is what is going on in like this 21st century, especially when girls go. They said you use what you have to get what you want. That is situational relationship. You give your body to get money, then you collect money, you give money to take the pleasure. That is what she means by situational relationship. Situational relationship can also, you can also um experience it even if it's not um does even if it doesn't have to do with sex, maybe from your fellow girlfriend. When she wants to go somewhere, she'll come and borrow you money, she'll come and borrow your clothes. But if you want to go, if you want to do something, she will claim, I don't have. So those ones, this one is the situational relationship. So you have to identify the type of relationship you want to have in order to avoid heartbreak, in order to avoid, oh, I'm heartbroken. Okay. So it was such like, oh my goodness. I don't know if you really enjoyed this discussion. Love speak, like, I was just wondering, like, where did she get love speaks? Thank God she explained it. It was such a wholesome time with her. I hope to see her some other time. I hope to see her. I love her, and I hope you all love her too. I hope to see her some other time. So I'll go off the screen because it's already 9:32. Oh my goodness, I still have class. Ah, my students are here. All right, I'll see you some other time. Bye and do have a peaceful night rest.